All right, welcome to the guided notes of measurement conversions. A measurement can be converted to represent an equal amount with a different measure of unit. For example, inches to feet, grams to kilograms, ounces to pounds. There are two ways to convert. Represent the conversion with a proportion and solve, or represent the conversion with a unit rate. Then cancel the units and multiply. Because we are working with proportions, we are going to go ahead and do it the proportion way. We're going to use our measurement chart, and I've added it on the bottom, and I know it can be a little hard to see. You guys should know how to zoom in to your Google Slides at this point. I'm also going to stick the STAR reference chart in with this lesson, so you can also look at it that way. These were taken directly from the STAR reference chart. So we're going to use that to set up a proportion or unit rate. Again, we're going to do a proportion to solve the questions below. Now, the number one where I put we, it's a little more complicated than number two. Notice how I have a lot more boxes going on there with my one chart. You can actually do two separate one charts. I actually just added the part on the bottom because I didn't have enough room to make another separate one chart, and I wanted you to see how this works. So when you have a question, again, these charts really seriously help you organize information. Take the time to draw them. If I draw them, then obviously they're valuable because I want you to draw them as well. And it really does help me as a teacher be able to show you how to keep the information organized. So please take the time to do it. Number one, how many cups are in 8 quarts? So we're going to look at our chart down here, and we're going to notice quarts don't equal cups. They equal pints. And so what I need to do first is find out how many pints are in 8 quarts. And then, if you look below it, I have pints equal cups. And that's how we're going to do this. So I'm going to put pints and quarts in my first section of my one chart. I'm then going to use the ratio 1 quart equals to 2 pints. And I'm going to put that up here. It doesn't matter what order you put them in. Notice how I put pints first, quarts second. It doesn't matter. As long as I have the number 1 with quarts, and the number 2 with pints, just like it's down here. 1 quart equal 2 pints. 1 quart is the same to 2 pints. I then go up here and I need 8 quarts. So I need to make sure I put the 8 on the quarts line. Now what I need to find out is how many pints I need if I have 8 quarts. I'm going to cross multiply my numbers. So 2 times 8, 1x equals 2 times 8. So x is just going to equal this 2 times 8 because this 1 isn't going to really do anything if I divide by it. It's still going to be the answer. So if I have a unit rate of 1, I'm just going to multiply or cross multiply. So 2 times 8 equals 16. I have 16 pints for 8 quarts. This is not my answer because I'm looking for cups. So I need to go down here and look for 1 pint equals 2 cups. So now I'm going to take this 16 up here and I am going to do pints and cups. I'm going to look down on my chart here and say 1 pint equals 2 cups. And so I'm going to put that ratio here. Notice the original amount. We took the information from our chart, our reference chart. We haven't used the information up here until we get to the new amount that we're looking for. Okay, so my pints, that number is going to come from here. And now my cups, I need to figure it out. Again, I have a unit right here, 2 cups to 1 pint. So I'm just going to multiply 16 times 2, which is going to give me 32. Now I have a ton of information and I may be lost. I don't know what it is I'm talking about anymore because I wrote all this down, and you may look at this and going, okay, Miss Young, I have no idea what I'm doing. Remember, we had to start with quarts because we're wanting to know how many cups for quarts. My quarts, I have 1 quart for every 2 pints, because I have pints that equal cups down here instead of quarts equal cups. And so now what I found out, my last X tells me 32 cups are in 8 quarts. And that's how I know what it is. I found the X up here of how many pints. I used those pints to find out many cups. And now 8 quarts equal 32 cups. Because notice how this 16 here is the same as this 16 here. It's the same number. So this quarts can equal this cups. And that's how you do it. Okay, I also put arrows down here to show you how I was referencing my chart. Yours is a little bit easier. How many centimeters are in 12 meters? You're going to go down here to metric. You have 1 meter for 100 centimeters. You're going to set it up. You only need to reference 1. This is why you only have 2 rows instead of the 4 rows that I have. You're going to put in centimeters. You're going to put in meters. You're going to match up these numbers first, and then you're going to put 12 for the meter line that you're on, and you're going to solve for centimeters. That's your job there. If you have any questions, let me know. But hopefully you'll find it really easy once you just set it all up.